Ooh, are we live? It says I'm recording. What? Okay, there we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. So, I thought we won't do a gaming stream today, as I promised this a while ago, and then I just couldn't be arsed. So, I figured today we'll do our little breakdown of Dead City. Huh. Now, this is a bit of a problem. Give me a sec. Huh. Isn't this weird? It's not right. It's not right. Give me a sec, give me a sec. Tia. Oh, dog's barking. That doesn't, oh, that does not work. You can see the little thing there. Oopsie. How should I do this? Because it doesn't look right. Maybe if I zoom out. And zoom in. Zoom out. Zoom in. Maybe I just need to reset this. Hang on. Oh, there you go. That's better. That's better. That's how we can do it. I'm trying to think, how do I get this like properly nicely full screen? Oh, very good, aren't I? I'm very, very prepared. That'll do. That'll do. That will just have to do. Right. Anyone in chat yet? No one's in chat yet. Okay, so we've got a few things to break down today. Dead City. It looks like we're getting Negan and Maggie. Negan x Maggie. I'm so here for it. Let's go. Let's go. You know what? I'm actually kind of interested in it. The reason why, right? I'm being like semi-ironic when I say I'm here for Maggie Negan. I think it's a terrible idea. However, at least it's something like new, right? So, do I believe that Negan and Maggie are actually going to get together? I'm unsure. I'm pretty confident that this is like a dream episode. I think that's because they talked about that they're going to be doing a alternative reality dream episode. And so maybe the Negan Maggie stuff is actually coming from that. The pictures that we're seeing of them. Maybe it's that. Or maybe they're actually together. And some people have pointed out like the hair, Maggie's hair looks pretty messy, so maybe it is apocalyptic Maggie. And if it is the case, I'm here for it either way. I think it's kind of interesting. Terrible idea. Terrible. But it's also a terrible idea to put Maggie and Negan together when you already like finished their arc in season 11. So I fundamentally don't get putting these two characters together in the first place if you're not going to do something radical like that with it. Either have Maggie kill him or have Maggie bang him, alright? Those are your two options. Those are the only two things you can do now with those two characters, I feel. So yeah, let's get into the trailer. Let's break this thing down. So, what's the quality we've got? Ooh, premium HD. Do I have to have premium to do that? Oh, well, I guess I'm sticking with 1080 then.
Hey there, amigo. You want to pull up a stool? Welcome.
So, I think this new character here is Dillard, right? Let me just turn the volume up a little bit. I'm just going to pull up... Whoop, you didn't see that. I'm just going to pull up something. Hang on. Give me a sec. Dead City. Give me a sec. Okay, perfect. There we go. So we've got Dead City characters. I know the screen's a bit fucked for you guys. Give me a sec. Oh no, zooming out does not help. Okay, well, it is what it is. So we've got... where is he? Dillard. New character. Called Dillard. So this is Dillard. Here he is. You can see him here. So this is our new character here.
Hey there, amigo.
Oh my god. I really fucked the audio there, didn't I?
You want to pull up a stool? Welcome.
So what does he say? Hey there, Negan? Can we turn captions on?
Hey there, amigo.
Oh, hey there, amigo, sorry. Hey there, amigo.
You want to pull up a stool?
I want to pull up a stool. Okay, so this is our new crazy character. Apparently he's going to be talking to walkers or something, so that seems pretty interesting.
Welcome to the bar.
Welcome to the bar. So he gives Negan a good old beer there. So we've seen the shot of the Statue of Liberty before, with the missing nose.
This place is special.
And what kind of...
It's the last best hope for any of us.
This place is special. It's the last best hope for any of us. So Maggie kind of changing her mind there on the old living in New York. So, oh, that's a cool shot. So we're going to... Okay, so then we've got this walker here.
You really think you can change it here?
You really think you can change it here? So it's Maggie and Negan there.
We're building the place that we dreamed of. We've got
So we've got guns.
weapons, food.
Got weapons, food. So I wonder what these places are. So is this potentially Negan's stash, or is this Maggie's stash, or is this new woman? What's her name? Renata, how do you say her name? This lady's is the leader of her own group. So maybe this is her group. Oh, wrong one. Oh, wrong one. Maybe it's, yeah, maybe this is her group. Their supplies.
We've got weapons, food.
Who's that there? Can't tell who that is.
Weapons, food.
Is it potentially this guy? Luis. Is it him? I think it could be him. Maybe. Maybe.
We've got
Is that him there, maybe? So then they've got the
electricity.
So there's Maggie in the methane room. And I think this is Renata. And this...
You could
Who's this? This is Negan, yeah. This is definitely Negan. So they're all in the same room here.
help
And then we're lighting the Statue of Liberty up.
build something.
And then Maggie and Herschel there on the balcony.
That's a good one.
Haha, that's a good one.
Oh, you're being serious?
Okay. And there we got the skyline. What's this, Central Park? I don't even know. I don't know. Man, I don't know. New York.
Honestly, I think you'd like it here.
So this is Renata, right? I believe. Is it? Is it? Yeah. Honestly, I think you'd like it here.
Look, I have to live under
But have to live under...
your rules. I'm not a
So yeah, Negan, I guess, maybe temporarily joins this community.
psycho.
I need help.
That's Renata there. Wait, is it the same woman? I don't even know. Man, am I being dense?
I think you'd like it here.
Maybe it's not. I don't actually know. I don't know, man. I'm terrible with faces.
Rules. I'm not a
So there's Pearly. Pearly is here, right? That's Pearly, right? Oh, didn't me see that.
rules.
Or is that Pearly? It's too bloody blurry. I believe Negan was playing her husband in a dream sequence. Hopefully not. Hopefully they're a thing. Hopefully they're an item. Same one with Beth. Yeah, maybe. It might be the dream episode. Is that Pearly? I can't fucking tell. Is that Pearly? I don't know. It's too bloody blurry. Try and look at a picture of Pearly, like just to compare the hairlines. Oh yeah. Apparently that's his season 3 there. So he is in here. I guess that is him, yeah. Okay. So I guess Pearly is in this season. How long will he be in this season is another question.
Psycho.
Not a psycho. So we've got walkers here in the streets of NYC. So then Negan hits this walker. Just a little messy area. There's something here. PA. Don't know what that is though. So is this the Electric Lucille or? Don't know. Who's this guy in the background? Can't tell who that is either. Can't tell who that is. I need what?
Help rounding up the walk.
I need help rounding up the walkers. So then we've got this little motley crew here. Do we know who any of these characters are? Is that Dillard? Man, it's too fucking blurry, and I'm blind as a bat. Is that... Maybe that's Renata. There is also Luis, which is his sister. Oh no, his brother. But I think he's like training Herschel, maybe? I don't think he's here. Some new characters there too. Not a psycho. I need help round. So then we have... We've seen this shot before in another trailer.
We gotta keep the tanks full.
We've got to keep the tanks full. So we have this guy. This is... We've seen him before as well. This is... possibly one of these guys, right? Not him. Is it Andreas, maybe? Yeah, this is Andreas. Yeah. Is this guy Andreas as well? I think it is, right? Dama and Croat only have been shown once so far. Yeah, I feel like the Dama and Croat are getting killed. I think they're doing a bit of a soft reboot. Oh, so he's got like a little walker on a head there. That's kind of cool. Let me just have a look at that. I think we've had that before. Oh, that's a sick weapon. What, he's got like the walker head on the weapon? That's kind of cool. We've got to keep the tanks full. And then this dude, I mean, this dude's crazy. I like this guy. I'm interested to see what this guy does. So he's firing at the roof there. So what's he doing? Firing at the roof. And who is that? Who is that like on the barricade there? Let's have a look. So what's this guy's name? Has he been it's not this one. It's played by some Mimi somebody. Is it Alan? Ian Leons. Let's have a look. Ian Leons. He was in Dexter. Who did he play in Dexter? He plays Hotel Clerk in the Showtime New Blood. Oh, alright, okay. Which one's Hotel Clerk? Oh yeah, that guy. I think I remember him. Is this the one that's like Harrison's boss? Oh no, Angela Bishop. No, it can't be. Oh no, this is the one. Oh, is this the one with the Batista? Where Batista's at the convention? Don't know. Don't remember. Is it that guy though? I don't think he's that guy. Well, he could be. Again, I just can't tell. It's possible. I'd look at his Instagram, but I'm not sure if my own personal one will pop. Thing is, I like the idea of Herschel not being likable. I found what they did with him a lot more interesting than post-time skip Herschel in the comics. But apparently they might just revert all of his dark storyline stuff. Yeah, I mean, I didn't like some of it, but I do like the idea of him being like, essentially having Stockholm Syndrome and being like manipulated by the Dama. The problem is it all... It's not like that. If it was just that simple, then just keep it that simple. But they kind of keep going back and forth, and that's what made it like really annoying in season 2 for me. So is that the Dama? Is this the Dama? It could be. Is it Dama? Real quick, is that Dama? Is the wiki saying that's Dama? Maybe no. Are they even saying she's appearing? I mean, I know the wiki's not. Yeah. Is that Dama though? I don't like the idea that everyone's kids have to be good, likable people. Yeah, that's true. No, that's a man, isn't it? Wait, that's a man. I think he's got. I think he's got facial hair. I think I've just mixed up a dude for the Dama. See, that's how terrible I am with faces. I can't tell. I think is that facial hair or a shadow? No, that's definitely not Dama. Looking on it second. Yeah, it's definitely not the Dama. Okay, so then we got this guy again. Is that with Renata there?
Stop pretending
So this is Negan and Dillard.
like you can talk to this freak.
So Dillard thinks he can talk to walkers and he has like names and stuff for them.
Poor bastard to get there.
Poor bastard to get there. What did you say?
Jets there.
Poor bastard what?
Poor bastard to get there.
It does not sound like poor bastard to get there. It sounds like something else, but okay. So the bridges that have been destroyed. I like this shot. I just need more shots like this, please. More shots like this, please. Okay. I know that sometimes they're expensive, but they're just beautiful. But I feel like all the shots we're gonna get of the city are in these trailers. Like,
If we don't open up, what kind of
you gotta open up. You gotta open up.
future do we have?
What kind of future do we have? Dwight could have been a cool addition to this show, but I think that ship has sailed, and apparently he's in Daryl's show. Like what? No, Dwight's in Fear the Walking Dead, not Daryl's. So we've got people showing up to. Is this New York? I don't even know. Is it New York or is it the other side? Who knows? I don't know, America.
What you talk?
No, like Daryl season 4. Is Dwight? Is that confirmed or is that like a rumor? So we got Renata and we got Maggie here showing up.
About.
So we got all these people who are injured showing up. So what's actually going on here?
Open up, what kind of future do we have?
So all these people like showing up, right? Are these like people from New Babylon or?
What kind of future do we have?
Huh? Who are all these like refugees? I've seen all the spin-offs, so fair enough. Who are all these? So they appear to be sailing in from. I don't know what side of the. Let me be a bit cheeky and I'll use a good old. Let me just look. I'll Google reverse search. Let's have a look. Unless somebody can tell me in chat, the one person in chat. Or apparently there's 4 people in chat. The 4 people in chat. I'm not sure. I mean, it looks like just Manhattan, right? But is this side Manhattan or is this side like something else? It's not confirmed, but he was apparently spotted filming in Spain. Okay, let's not do no like filming secrets. Let's try to keep those to a minimum. Even if that is true, you have to open up. What kind of future do we have?
What you talking about?
Some of all these people who are injured, they look pretty worse for wear.
What change?
But they don't exactly look like the New York people, because the New York people are all like tribal and stuff. These look like possibly like New Babylon people that have washed ashore, maybe.
What change?
Because they look like regular people. Well, that's like the Bricks people. Maybe they're the members of the Bricks, perhaps.
What change everything for the better? Maybe not. In order.
Okay.
What you talking about? What change everything for the better?
For everything, for the better. So this guy is Luis. This is Renata's brother. And he's a doctor, and he's going to be training Herschel.
Maybe not.
For the better, maybe not. So who is this guy? And what's his role?
Better. Maybe.
Who knows? Who knows what this guy's role is? We'll have to see. I don't know. I don't think there's anyone confirmed with this name, because it's definitely not this guy. Ian Lyons. It's not him. I don't believe there's any other character names that have been confirmed, so who knows? So then we've got the same sort of area, the boat, and these people look to be like maybe like New York Tribe people, maybe? Because they look like they're ready for a fight. Huh. He's got a fine resume. That's true, but he's kind of like starting a race with a bullet in his shin, if that makes sense. Because this show's already like pretty messy. But I think it's definitely salvageable. I don't think it's lost. But Seth Hoffman is very good. So I'm unsure, because we've got this thing here, and then we've got... This looks like the same place, right? I don't see it go past season 4. Yeah, well, there's just rumours that season 3 was the end, but there's no confirmation of that. There's no way it's the end, because they would have advertised it's the final season. Unless there is something like, if the ratings are so bad, they'll cancel. But I don't know. I feel like if it was planned that this was the final season, they would have advertised that. It makes no sense why they wouldn't. But yeah, it could go to 4. So you got these people showing up. I'm not sure exactly what their thing is. In order to keep, so maybe not. So what was being said here? For the better.
In order to keep people alive, you have to kill.
You have to kill
A whole bunch of other people.
You have to kill a whole bunch of other people. Okay. So this is, I think, the most interesting thing. I have skimmed this trailer once before, but I think this might be the most interesting thing. So you got Negan in this bar here, and this bar is exactly where those pictures of Negan and Maggie come from. And we'll see later when we get to that, because this little light is the same... Hang on. Where is it? Yeah, here you go. Look. This light here... this is why it's not in the dream sequence. I don't think it's in the dream sequence. Because look at this little light. Look at this little light in the Maggie pic. And look at this little light here. It's the same light. Bro, this is not in the dream episode. Unless the dream episode is taking place in this exact same bar that is in post-apocalypse. Because, like, this isn't, like, audio synced either. Listen.
In order to keep people alive, you have to kill them.
Oh, actually, maybe they've dubbed a line over Negan's lips moving there. That's possible. The dream episode is a different scene. It's outside. Not all of it. No, I mean, I'm talking specifically about this, though. Right? This fucking image that Twitter and Reddit is going crazy about. This image right here. This little thing, this little light. I'm trying to say is it in the same, or is this maybe... Yeah, those lips look like they're moving. Yeah, this looks real. This is not a dream. They're doing it. Yes, let's go. So then we got the cathedral. This is the, what was it? King Toots? No, not King Toots. King Francis, King Lear. I don't even know what it's called. That fucking theater, that famous theater in New York. I believe this is the same place, right? The Dama's, where the Dama was hanging out. King Francis, is that it? I don't even know.
You gotta kill him.
So we gotta kill a lot of people. So I think this is where they just fucking murder most of the cast. So I think this is probably, like, I generally think this. I think this is where they're killing Pearly. I think they're gonna slaughter Pearly in this fucking scene. I think Pearly is a goner. I think the Croat is probably a goner. As sad as that is, I want the Croat to stay. You have to kill a whole bunch of people. I think they're just telling us in the trailer here. Is Benjamin Pierce? I can't tell. I mean, Benjamin Pierce could be here too. Who knows?
Bunch of other
So this Pearly. Now what is? Hang on, because it looks like Pearly's got his gun out.
bunch of
People are surrounding him. Negan is stood here too. Alright, let me just clear out everyone who Eli wrote. I think that's actually what he's doing. Because look, watch this. So you got Pearly, and Negan's got his gun here, and I'm gonna. I think I might have caught something. Let's have a look. Real quick. Look at what he's doing. Look. It looks like he's turning the gun onto Pearly. Am I tripping? It looks like he's almost turning the gun onto. I mean, if Pearly's shooting, it could just be that, you know, he's turning to the person that Pearly's shooting at. But he had his gun pointed that way, like there was somebody over there, and then it's almost like he like whiplashes. Look, it's like he turns and like I don't know. Could Negan be doing it? And then we have a gunshot going off, and Maggie's pointing her gun and shooting too. And who are these people anyway? These look to be maybe even New Babylon. I don't even know.
whole bunch of other people.
Who knows? Who knows? That could be possibly where Pearly dies, though. I feel like that's like quite possible. So then we got this New York thing here, and I'm just gonna quickly take a quick little thing because I want to zoom in because I think there's a few Easter eggs here. To be quite clear with you. Oh, I didn't mean to do that there. Actually, I can do it there. So I think we've got a. I believe there was a few Easter eggs. Wasn't there a Big Cat bar? I believe there was a Big Cat bar, but maybe my yeah. Look, here we go. Here you go, Big Cat. Oh shit, wrong color. Let's make it red. Let's make my brush a bit bigger. So here, right here, we've got a Big Cat. Look at that, Big Cat. Oh wait, you can't see that. Hang on. Big Cat. There we go. The whole Negan relationship with Maggie is fine, but at this point, people are assuming it's romantic when it could just be friendly. We have yeah, exactly. People are seeing that and they're going, "Oh, they're banging." Like we don't know they're banging. But we got Big Cat reference, everyone. Big Cat reference. I believe there was another one. What was the other reference? Gorbelly? What's this? Oh, chocolate pudding! We got the chocolate pudding! I can't watch, I don't want any potential spoilers. Fair enough. Fair enough. You can watch on mute though. And watch me just circle things. The end is near there as well. What else have we got? Holy something over there. Okay, so that's kind of cool. It's like a stopwatch maybe? Herschel's stopwatch advertisement? Yeah, there's some classic Walking Dead callbacks here. Isn't that cool? It'd be best if I had a better quality version because I can't see what this is. But there's a Big Cat bar reference. There's a Big Cat there. We've got the chocolate pudding there, Carl's chocolate pudding. So that's pretty cool. It's pretty neat. A few things there advertised. What annoys me though is in season 2 of Dead City, Pearly and Maggie talk about fucking a Kit Kat commercial. And I'm thinking, why are you talking about a Kit Kat commercial when the Big Cat bar exists? They should be talking, they could talk about that exact Kit Kat commercial, but instead, or like maybe even something similar, like a sort of verbal parody of that commercial. But instead of Kit Kat, it should be Big Cat. Oh, remember that Big Cat advert with the kid with the kazoo or whatever? Like, that would be so much more cooler. Ah, and it's such a cool callback. That was the kind of thing that Seth Hoffman would do. Seth Hoffman would have done that. So yeah, there's a few cool callbacks there into in this. So let's go. What's that there? Going across? Is that a bird or what? Is that a bird? There's something. If you watch here, look here. Is that something maybe being thrown? Maybe it's just something being thrown. I've grown.
I can be a leader.
Be a leader. Which is a weird thing for Maggie to say, right? I mean, she already is a leader. Huh. I've had a Walking Dead iceberg in planning stages for several years. There's just so much shit to cover, but I feel like I'd almost need to wait until the entire universe crosses. Yeah. Do you think we'll ever get good Walking Dead shows again? It's like they're allergic to giving fans what they want, like the early days. I mean, I think there has been good stuff, like, in these spin-offs. Like, I think Daryl Dixon season 1, upon reflection, is actually really solid. I think it took me, like, my third watch, I think. But there's something really there, and I really wish they stuck with what they had planned with season 1. And season 2 feels so disjointed from what season 1 was. Like, see, I think Carol unironically kind of ruined season 2 of Daryl Dixon. I think they should never have put Carol in the show. Maybe we could have had, like, something... I mean, I'm okay with Carol finding her way to France, but that should be, like, half the season. Like, if you want to do a separate story with Carol getting to France, I'm cool with that. But the problem is, and I think that could be kind of interesting too. The problem is we have Carol comes in, and then they just decide to kill off all of the season. You know, every character from season 1 gets killed by the end of season 2, and it's just a bit of a pain. So my dog's come. She wants to play. You want to play? You want this? Yeah. So that was the problem with Daryl, and it feels like they are kind of doing it with this show as well. Now, granted, I don't really care that much about Pearly or the Croat that much. Actually, no, I like the Croat. I do hope the Croat survives, but I don't care about the Dama, and I don't care about Pearly, and I don't really care about any of those characters really. I don't really even care about Negan and Maggie at this point. But so I'm open to a soft reboot. I don't think so. They're messing with us. There's one thing I learned over the years is friendly doesn't equal that a girl likes you. I mean opposite, to be honest. I think season 2 was better. Carol should have been there from the beginning as planned. No, because it completely ruins it, because like the whole point of season 1 with Daryl is that it's like his finding his footing in the world, because Daryl is like not a leader, doesn't want to be a leader, but at the same time Daryl is like got real abandonment issues and he doesn't want to be alone. So throwing him in like he's like a complete fish out of water. This is a guy who prior to the apocalypse never left his home state. So throwing him in France, you know, with being a complete alien and then sort of being forced into a cause that he doesn't really believe in, but he does care about people, and then he grows to care about Laurent, and he grows to care about Isabel, and he kind of becomes a part of this community. That is a great story. Like, there's so much potential there, but obviously he wants to go home as well. But like I said, he's very afraid of being alone, so he gets attached to those people and he doesn't want to leave them either, and he wants to bring the whole, like, there's so much they could have done with that, and they should have stayed in France, and they should have stayed with those core characters. You should never have killed off Isabel. You should never have killed off you should never have thrown fucking Laurent on the first flight back to America. You never should have killed Janae. Janae was killed way too early before we really got to know like her entire motivation. She was just starting to like come into her own in season 2. Not to say that season 2 is totally dog shit. There's definitely great stuff in season 2, but season 2, like the worst parts of season 2 are all the Carol scenes. They fucking ruined it. I think like Carol completely like throwing Carol in there. It's like a friend for Daryl now. But the main thing that ruins it is killing Isabel as well. Like killing Isabel is the main thing. But it felt like they did that because they want just Daryl and Carol to be a duo again. But I don't want that. Like, what if you want to throw Carol in the mix, throw her in the mix, but don't kill off all the other characters. Maybe it could have worked with just Carol. I don't know. I think Pearly is going to die probably at the end of the episode. Yeah, I've already said I think Pearly is dying in this little cathedral scene. Like I think he's getting killed here. I think this is his last scene right here, to be real with you. Sorry, I've missed comments. What have we got here? So I don't think so. They're messing with us. Okay, yeah. You can't read it too much. Just take what you get. Listen, I'm reading into it, and they're gonna be an item, and I'm so here for it. Caudron, great too. I'm so glad they brought him back for season 4. Yeah, Kodrama's okay. I feel like his redemption is a little icky, a little rushed, but it's fine as it is, I guess. I think Pearlie's gonna die. It being the Daryl show in the first place was complete accident though, because Carol's actress wanted a break. Yeah, I know that, but that doesn't change the fact that what they wrote for season 1 was a fish out of water story with Daryl. Like, I understand that there was the initial plan to have Carol and Daryl be in the show, but I don't think it was also initially meant to be in France. I think that the show was meant to be set in America, and then they changed to be set in France, and that's why Melissa McBride took a break. I'm pretty sure that's what... So it wasn't even meant to be in France in the first place. But the fish out of water, the fish out of water story was all like what they gave us for season 1 was Daryl's story. It didn't need Carol in it, and I think Carol being in there kind of ruined it, or at least the way that they did it ruined it. And I think it's partly because they killed characters too. It's not just Carol. I don't know. And I sort of liked at first. The stuff they were doing with Sophia. And I think even when I did live reviews, I said, oh, I really like how they're touching on the Sophia stuff. But then thinking about it again, I'm like, hang on. This trauma that she's processing is stuff that she surely would have processed when she married Ezekiel, right? Like, I feel it feels kind of odd that it's coming back to her now. And I think that's okay. They can do that. Because they did it in season 10 a little bit, right? In Ghosts, when she kind of sees that cookbook with, all the kids that she cared about. But my biggest problem is, it's not just Sophia that she's lost. She's lost Henry as well. And they never once mention Henry. And I think it would have been really neat if they had Henry be there too. Like, it's not just Sophia coming out the barn. It's also, seeing Henry's head on a spike. Because Henry was her son for... Sure, not her biological son, but he was her son for how many years? What? There's a 6-year time jump, right? Plus 7. So yeah, about 7 years. About 7 years as her son. That's not too far off how long Sophia was alive for. So I feel like they should have had Henry at least. Like, I understand maybe not Lizzie and Mika, and I understand maybe not Sam, because, she didn't really know them as long, and sure, she was partly responsible for some of their deaths, but I get them not being there, but I feel like Henry should have been there. It felt a bit weird, and I felt like they were almost forgetting, like, they do mention him once, but, like, felt like they were kind of forgetting the later stuff. I think Pearlie, I agree. Daryl should have been the leader. He led the community very well during the Whisper arc. Yeah, so my biggest problem with season 11. Okay, this is why I think season 11 is the worst season. All right. One big reason is character arcs. There are no like really well done character arcs in season 11. I feel like they sort of took a backseat with some of those character arcs. Like, what profound character arcs are in season 11? The only one you can kind of think of is Maggie, right? Maggie starts with, wanting to kill Negan and basically leading him on a death mission. And in the end, she semi-forgives Negan at the end of the season. That's a cool arc. I think that's nice overall. I like that kind of overall thing. But what's Daryl's arc? Daryl's arc is what? He's pissing about... with Leah. And then he promises Judith, I'm never going to leave you. I'm not going to leave you. Because Judith cries and saying, I didn't want to tell you that my mom was looking for dad because I thought you'd leave too. And Daryl goes, I'm not going anywhere. And then a year later, he fucks off. He fucking leaves. He leaves. What were they thinking? It's in the same episode. I still can't get over that. It's fucking whiplash. He literally promises this girl who's just been shot, and he was like, traumatized. He's like, I'm not going anywhere, don't worry. A year later, he fucks off. It's insane. And so Daryl's arc in season 11 should have been him becoming the leader. And it should never have been Ezekiel who became the leader of the Commonwealth. It should have been Daryl. And you might be thinking, that's fucking insane. What do you mean Daryl becomes the leader of this 80,000 strong community? Exactly. That's where the character arc is. Daryl is a leader. Daryl should lead the revolution in the Commonwealth. I mean, he's the perfect person too. He's like white trash. He's the lowest of the low. He was a fucking unemployed redneck. He is the most dirt poor person that these fucking rich elite capitalistic snobs would look down upon. They would see him and look at him as scum. So that's who should have been the leader of the revolution in the Commonwealth. It should have been Daryl, the fucking dirty redneck. Yeah, so that's my little rant there. Gabriel's arc in season 11 is probably my favourite character. No! Gabriel's arc is dreadful. Absolutely dog shit. Dog shit arc for Gabriel. Because what they do is they have Gabriel is like evil. He's going down that dark path. Like in the Whisperers, he's like, start pulling teeth and taking fingers. He's going like Darth Gabriel. And then we get to the Reaper's arc, and he's like, God isn't here anymore. Fucking stabbing that Whisperer in the head. And then you have like Mancia, the Reaper Preacher, and he's like, let us put away our differences and unite our flocks as one. And Gabriel fucking stabs him. It's like, I don't believe that. And then you're like, okay, so fuck, where are we going with Gabriel now? Next season, 11B comes along, and Gabriel's like, I hear God now again. I hear God now. Do you know, I hear God now. And I was like, what the fuck? How? Could we see that? Could we see that character? You don't have a character arc by skipping the beats. So I understand that what you're saying, because the closing image of Gabriel marching to the gates and letting in the peasants is a really cool like opening image to Gabriel locking his people out, and a closing image to Gabriel freeing a bunch of people who were left outside to the walkers. I understand what you're saying, and those are two nice mirrors, but they don't lead up to that. It's not like season 10 is leading up to that. It's just leading to Gabriel being irreligious and not giving a fuck about anyone, and like basically just killing anybody who gets in his way. Like he basically doesn't really believe in God anymore. He doesn't hear God anymore. He's kind of like, he's becoming like semi-evil. And then they just 180 that. They say, oh no, he hears God now, and he's totally chill now, and he's not a fucking crazy bastard anymore. Why? We don't get to find out really how he got there. We're just told he did. And then Gabriel just potters about, being essentially just a side character. Like, he's in the shootout with Daryl and Aaron. He doesn't do anything of interest. He's just kind of there as a pew, 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 doing pew pew pew. He doesn't have anything interesting to his specific character. And then they just, wow, bam, he opens the gates like, I'm not letting these people die. Look at this cool shot of me walking to the gates. And it's like, okay, yeah, I understand that's a great shot, but we need the beats to get there, right? We need to see how he gets there. You can't just like, fucking say, okay, and now he's good. It'd be like having Walter White, right? If you've watched Breaking Bad, it'd be like having Walter White. I'm trying to think of a good analogy. It's like Walter White, right? Accepting that he liked it. I liked it. I was good at it. I felt alive. Without him having the Ozymandias episode. It's like not having Ozymandias and just having Walter admit that he liked it and he felt alive. Like, it just, you're skipping a beat. Okay, sorry, I was going on a rant there. You're getting me on rants. So glad they didn't kill Codron. Everyone, you couldn't tell me. Oh, fuck me. Where are we in comments? I need to get to the point where there's so many people in the chat that if you want me to answer your question, you're forced to super chat. That's what we need to get. We need to get to that stage. Dixon should have been the leader, led the communities very well. Thought Janae's death was really good, to be honest. Dies to her own creation. Yeah. So I understand what you're saying. I think this is the problem. This is the problem with you. No, I'm not trying to be like mean. This is the problem. Like, I think that death is brilliant, right? In a vacuum. That's a great death for her. I agree. But it happens at the completely wrong time, where we don't really, like, learn anything about her. It'd be like the governor, I don't know. What would be like an iconic death for the governor? Like the governor getting bitten by his fish tank walkers. Like, could you imagine the governor gets bit by his fish tank walkers in Made to Suffer? Like in the mid-season finale of season 3. Like, it would be a great death for the governor. It'd be like painfully ironic. Ironic, and like, it's his own like trophies that end up killing him. But killing him that early is wrong. That it just ruins the story. Like, you ruin the momentum, and that's what happened with Janae. They killed her off way too early. She should have, like, and I really believe there was far more story left. Like, I do think that was the plan. Do you still think the story? This is from Indigo. Do you think do you think for the story to work, he had to go to Europe? I feel like he could have went to Canada and it'd make the same for the. Yeah, maybe he doesn't have to go to Europe necessarily. But the thing is, there's a whole ocean. I think it's just the geography of it makes it more challenging. It's not like with Canada where it's just a long walk. I mean, there's a whole ocean, so there's a whole other barricade there, and it makes sense then why he has to travel, north of France because he wants to get a boat. So I don't know. I think Europe works. Agree. Carol really got on my nerves during season 2. I don't think it's necessarily to lie to Ash. No, I like her. I liked her lying to Ash. I think that was a cool moment. And I like those sort of difficult, darker moments with Carol. Carol's character arc has been done since season 6. Yeah, a little bit. So glad they didn't kill Caudron. I read that one. You couldn't tell Ash the truth. How do you know he wouldn't have helped? Yeah, they also showed the cons behind her exceptional lying ability, which she used to blend into Alexandria. I liked how they used it, that Ash involvement. Yeah, I like that. I like the Ash stuff. To be honest, I actually think Jerry should have been the leader. They set up the whole King Jerry. No, that Jerry thing, that should have been that place that he went to, that little Renaissance fair thing. That should have been like a new community. There should have been, and I think that was the initial plan. There was meant to be I think, because of problems, because obviously they basically rushed season 11, there was a bunch of stuff that they had planned that they never filmed, like the Oceanside being liberated. I think the plan was for Jerry to be like King Jerry of that Renaissance fair, like a new community. Would have given his character much more to do. It's weird to me, Daryl Dixon season 3 goes out of its way to try to forget Judith. That kind of got me on my nerves. Yeah, a little bit. Are we supposed to laugh because Dixon doesn't remember why he left in the first place? Yeah, I like that. He's evil and the Commonwealth mellows him out, letting all the people in through the Commonwealth gates when they left Gage behind the door. Yeah, but we didn't see the mellow out. That's the problem. We don't see how he mellows out. They just kind of skipped that. It's like how Princess was completely crazy and the Commonwealth mellowed her out. Yeah, but that makes more sense because it's not just the Commonwealth. It's the fact that she meets people, and I think she gets less crazy as even the episode, the Splinter episode, right? I think that episode shows her kind of getting less crazy. I think that's her arc episode. We need an episode like that. As much as people shit on Splinter, that's a great episode for Princess's character. We understand now why she has mellowed out and she's not as crazy as she was when we first met her. That episode is her arc, right? So we need an episode like that for Gabriel for it to make sense. Because they had time jump where... Yeah, I don't like that, though. Don't set up... this is my problem, though, with that. Is they set up Gabriel going down, a dark, evil path. And then they essentially retcon it with a time jump. That's what they've done. And that's just kind of boring writing, right? I'm not going to say lazy writing. It's just boring writing. I would have been surprised... Burners became a threat again, and remember they were traveling around. Yeah, I really do wish the more variants kind of became a thing. I think the problem is the World Beyond, after credit scene, they basically promised fast fucking crazy zombies. And so when I was watching when Daryl Dixon was first coming out, I thought, fuck, Daryl's gonna have to deal with fast, running crazy zombies, and we never got that, not once. And that's the only things we got was the amped up walkers that were totally different. So I really wish they stuck to their guns. I don't know why they just abandoned that. And the guy that portrayed Carol said they've already gotten out before. Yeah. Eugene as well. He gets the perfect season 11 conclusion. All as in, I'd be completely satisfied if it was the last. Yeah, okay, Eugene's okay. Yeah, I think Eugene's was fine for the most part, yeah. I wish the governor was left to be eaten by walkers than being shot by Lily, to be honest. Or have... No, I like Lily shooting him. I think it's a perfect cap to his character. They show the governor's corpse with the random bite mark on his face, which is kind of seemed random to me. Yeah. I think a Merle and Dixon prequel would be cool. I mean, that's Survival Instinct. That is the prequel. I wish we got a spin-off how... Aaron and Gabe. Yeah, that could be cool. Oh, you like spin-off? Thank you. I have defended that episode since it happened. I can't believe it's compared to Diverge. Oh, you like Splinter? I don't love it, but I think it's probably one of the weaker episodes, but I don't there's not really an episode of The Walking Dead I think is necessarily terrible. Well, not from the main show at least. I think I get something out of all of them. The only one I don't really get anything out of is Diverged. Diverged is like I can't. I try my best to glaze that episode. I just can't. That was a fire episode, yeah. Robert Patrick. Oh yeah, One More is sorely underrated. One More is a really great episode. I did hear that they may be showing Fast Running Walkers Will Beyond credit scene without being amped up for season 4. That's one of the biggest things floating around. Okay, maybe. I know this is a lot, but I want to see Eugene and June Dory team up. Yeah. Let's get back to this. So, killed what? Oh, wait, I've grown.
Be a leader.
I need
Which is a weird thing for Maggie to say.
you to get what you want.
I need you to get what you want. Why is Negan... Who is Negan saying that to?
Get what you want.
I guess we have nothing to compare to there. So then Maggie... And I think this is Lucia. Maggie... shocked that she's just killed this poor lady. And I think this is the lady from before, is it not? Isn't this the walker here? No, it's definitely different. I don't like the episode where Beth wants to drink. No! I've literally got a video coming out tomorrow where I glaze the shit out of that episode. You're gonna watch it. You gotta watch it. You gotta watch Still. That's the episode. Literally a video coming out tomorrow. Tomorrow at 9. Well, it'll be out at this time tomorrow. You gotta watch that video, my friend. I glazed the shit out of that episode, and come back to me if you disagree. If you still think it's a shit episode, then fair dues.
So you
But I've literally got a video coming out tomorrow where I'm glazing that. If you remember, you can see it early. So Maggie kills a walker there. We got some walkers heading towards. Is that like the museum? Maybe I don't even know. Possibly. I love Still. Yeah, Still's a great episode. I think Still's like sorely underrated and overhated. I think I'm literally gonna call the video the most underrated and overhated episode of The Walking Dead. And the thumbnail's pretty good. I like the thumbnail. I mean, we'll see if it does well, but I'm doing something a bit different and doing like an episode breakdown, basically. Just trying new things. I like the lore videos, but I'm getting a bit burnt out with the lore videos because they're so repetitive. I'm like doing the same thing over and over again, which I don't mind forcing myself, but I feel like I'm losing a little bit of spark. Like when I was editing the last one, I felt like I was a bit lazy with the editing here and there. I don't know if anyone noticed, but like I didn't have as many the effects and stuff. I don't know about the effects, like all the little transition swoops and stuff. Like some people say they fucking hate them, and then other people but then for every like 5 people may say they hate them, but then like nobody else says anything. And I'm thinking if it's good, like it's like good like zoomer slop, right? It's like zoomer attention. It's to keep your eyes peeled on the video. I don't know if that's it. Like I was reading some like article about it, like how like little sound effects make people like watch videos longer. Like so that's actually what I did. I've tried to reach you about this one minuscule thing, but it's something I care about since you're a Walking Dead wiki changer. Why the fuck is Mitch Dolgan red and not grey? Listen, there was a big debate about this. Bro, I don't know. I don't think it's a big deal. Okay, I'll keep that simple, okay? It probably should be grey. I actually agree with you, but the vote, I agree it probably should be grey. But I don't think it's a big deal at the same time. But basically, there's a vote, and the grey lovers are outvoted. That's as simple as to keep it, okay? There was a vote, and obviously between all the editors, and they all vote to keep him as dead. How could Carl not notice Ron sooner? And why would you not expose him? I don't know. I was on the episode with Ron and Carl clash. Pretty goofy stuff. He gets shot in the heart, so by Daryl, never turns. And you see his lifeless corpse 2 episodes later when Glenn wakes up. And he never gets up. Yeah. Yeah, there was a bit of a debate about it. Yeah, there was a bit of a debate. I mean, in the wiki, like the wiki people debated it. So apparently, like you're saying that his body's there. So people argue that the body isn't his body. So that isn't his body because it's quite blurry. It's really hard to tell. So people saying the position that must be Mitch's body, but then I don't know. There was something else about it. So I don't know. You would have thought he would have been devoured though. So. Okay, it would have made sense. So you kill for me. Although Sam got changed to grey, and I was the one who led the charge on changing Sam. Sam and Anna Sam. You'll see that Sam, if you look at this, I changed this. I got this changed. I got this changed right here. I got this changed to grey because I was watching The Talking Dead. And look, I added this. Talking Dead, Season 4, Episode 10. In the episode, Chris Hardwick suggests that Robin Lord Taylor could return to the show as Sam's brain was never destroyed. The actor agrees, but suggests his walker could be crispy due to Terminus breaking down. Moreover, Rick tells his group not to destroy the brains of the Terminus butchers, and there's no indication that he and his group destroys the brain of Sam and the other captives. So I changed this. So maybe I can change the Mitch thing in the future. But I do kind of agree, probably. If it's true that that's his body, but I've been like... I don't know it. I can't really tell. Kill for me. Sorry, you're distracting me. You're distracting me from this.
For me.
Kill for me. So then we've got the bat here.
Yeah.
And Negan saying he'd kill for Maggie. Yes. Now, it's possible because we do know that The Walking Dead loves to do this, where they stitch audio together. So, is this really Negan saying he's going to kill for Maggie? Who knows? Also, let's check. What's going on with the England-Norway game? Ah, it's 1-1. Is it 1-1? Half time. Okay, so it's half time. It's 1-1. Damn. Disallowed goal. Harry Kane thinks he's given his side the lead. Oh no. Oh no. It's a 1-1. Oh no. Okay. Will it come down to penalties? Anyway, moving on. I also know what Axel's last words were. Not sure if it's been publicly leaked yet. Huh? Okay. One time, that son of a bitch. That.
Kill.
You'll kill.
For me.
You'll kill for me.
Yes.
Yeah. So Negan grabbing Lucille there. Oh, so what the heck is this? Oh. Who is this? Can we tell? I think I've heard that, isn't it? Doesn't he say it? Did he not? What was the rest of the line? Is that wait. Nah, that's a white guy. Is that a white guy? Or is that... Am I tripping? Am I tripping? I'm just so, like, hell-bent on seeing Pearly die. Am I tripping? Am I tripping? No, because Pearly's clean-shaven. This guy's definitely got a mustache. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. Yeah. I know the trailers do that. This is a video I need to do as well. I need to get that video out. I've always wanted to do a video about how like it's not just, it's literally every season trailer does that. Even as far back as season 2, because it has all the stuff with the Vatos, so it kind of almost that is a misdirection trailer as well. But season 3 misdirects, season 4 misdirects, season 5 season 4 makes it look like everyone's abandoning the prison. Season 5 makes it look like everyone's heading off to Terminus, like they're heading off to Terminus with all the cannibals. Season 6 makes it look like Morgan and Rick are fighting. The only trailers that are kind of honest are season 7 and like season 8, and they're shit. Those are shit trailers. They're really bad trailers. They're like some of the worst trailers. We're going
play a game.
We're gonna play a game. Oh, we can actually see these people now. Is it Dillard? That's why I did that. I watched the first episode of this. It was not hooked. It seemed very slop. There was way too much dialogue for my liking, and everything was just over-explained at the time. Fair enough. They straight up made up dialogue in one of the trailers. Yeah. Which one? No, they just stitched together. So yeah, season 5. You're talking about season 5 trailer. Actually, most of that dialogue is from the finale, which is so funny because people just didn't realize it's like stuff like the whole "you don't trust us anymore." That's from season 4 finale, and then the rest I think is just stitched together. The only line that I think they may have just recorded is, "We'll go to Washington and cure this thing." I think that's the only thing they recorded for the trailer. That's like the only fake audio they recorded, I think. Everything else is like just stitched together, I think. So who are these people? Is this Luis? I don't even know. Is this Luis guy? Who knows? Who knows? This looks like Dillard. Is that Dillard? Who knows? It's not a big deal. Season 5, I think. Gareth acknowledges the cure more. I could be wrong. Yeah.
Play a game.
We're going to play a game. So Negan, Dome and that Walker, Maggie, and I think that might be Herschel there in this room. And this looks like almost like the hospital. There's Dillard there.
He is a rabid
He's a rabid animal. Maybe talking about Negan, maybe talking about someone else.
animal.
So Negan hits this Walker here. So this looks like the hospital that Negan was in last season, right? Maybe they looks like they've cleared it out. So he has got his Lucille here as well, you can see. So yeah, this looks like the hospital that Negan was in last season, where he saw those little dead kids.
Safety of
And it looks like they're bringing in all those people injured by the Hudson, or the wherever it was. Why do they keep Dwight and a rat chasing scene in the season 7 trailer, even though they weren't going to be able to use it because of a death? I don't think they were fully aware what they were going to do, because they re-recorded. So the thing is, right, the trailer gets stitched together when they haven't even finished the season. So they stitched the trailer up. I think they stitched the trailer. I've looked into this timeline before, so I think what actually happened was I think they went back and filmed. Basically, that episode was completely like reshot and refilmed. So I think they chopped it up a lot more. So I think it probably was, the initial plan was it was meant to be included, and it wasn't actually. That wasn't the death. The death didn't happen in that episode. The death happened in a later episode. So I think what occurred is that stuff was all going to be included, but then they ended up just piecing things together and taking stuff from. I think they took stuff from that episode and put it in. I don't know exactly. So that stuff wasn't cut because of the death. That had nothing to do with the death, because that the car chase scene was to do with a rat and Gordon and Dwight. Like, there was no Mark. Because the death that happened was Mark's. So you remember Mark, the one who gets his face burnt? So John Bernecker, who was the stuntman who died, he was Mark's stunt double. And so what actually happened is, in the scene, Dwight was shooting... This is when the sanctuary was surrounded by walkers. That car chase scene is in Season 7 as well. Shit, yeah, that's in Season 7. That wasn't cut because of the death at all. The death happened in Season 8. Shit, yeah, fuck, yeah, it's completely different season. Yeah. I completely forgot what season that was in. Yeah. That had nothing to do with the death. I just think they didn't use it because the episode got like cut up. I imagine it was just too long. Because in that scene, it's Dwight chasing Gordon, or a rat and Dwight chasing Gordon, and I think Gordon was putting up a bit more of a fight. But like, you can kind of piece it together with some promo pictures as well. Red City, what do you think of the "Don't Open Dead Inside" door? Was in the same dude from the webisode, or just a callback? You think? Probably just a callback. Or do we know why this didn't use? Is that death actually the reason Dwight was moved to Fear, or is that just a rumor? No, that's not the reason he was moved. I think that isn't like, there's no proof, there's no evidence of that. So I don't know. I mean, it might be. It might have something to do with it. It's possible. But you got to think as well, that happened very early on into the Season 8 filming. If it was a huge problem for him to be there for some weird reason, why wouldn't they just kill him off early in Season 8 or something? Like, he was there for like months later filming the rest of Season 8. So him being there is not a huge... And you got to think as well, on top of that, is a lot of Fear the Walking Dead shares sets and location. Like, so the main sets where they film a lot of The Walking Dead Fear the Walking Dead use as well. So what does moving him to Fear the Walking Dead even do? It's under the same production company. It's under the same it's under the same production company. Most of the sets they use are in the same studio. Sure, there's some real life locations where they film, but you got to think most of the interior shots they shoot are not filmed in the real locations. Most interior shots that they film are filmed in studio sets, and that studio is in the same place where they film Fear, they filmed Walking Dead. So, what would be the purpose of moving him to Fear if it was to do, like, it makes no sense. There is no, like, logic behind it. Like, if it was really a problem with him being there, they would have just killed him, killed his character off. I mean, not kill Austin Emilio. But also, you got to think as well, Austin Emilio was found completely basically innocent, essentially, in that court case. So in the court case, the main thing, so the death that happened was, so Dwight's character, so Dwight was shooting Mark, the guy who had his face burnt by Negan, for one reason or another. I imagine Mark realised Dwight was the traitor or something on that measure. So he ends up shooting Mark a couple times in the back, and then Mark, and then Dwight basically throws his body over the balcony to either to the walkers or just to I think to the walkers though. Throws him over the balcony so the walkers can devour him, and that was the scene. And basically, what happened is when filming that scene, John Bernecker, who was Mark's stunt double, was holding onto the railings, and Austin Emilio was like in front of him, and Bernecker's lawyers, or Bernecker's mother's lawyer, argued that Austin Emilio put his hands on John Bernecker, and like essentially like because he pushed, like physically touched and pushed him, that changed John Bernecker's trajectory, and he missed the mat and hit the concrete. But the court found no evidence of that, and the actor who played Mark said he never saw that. Most of the camera crew and stuff said they never saw that. They said that John Bernecker fell on his own accord and missed the mat. So that's what happened. So Austin Emilio was found completely innocent in that case. So I don't know why there would be any reason to move him to Fear. Makes no sense to me. So I think that rumor is silly. I think that rumor, like a lot of these Walking Dead rumors, are so dumb. Like Carl was fired because AMC didn't want to pay him because he was turning 18. Complete bullshit. You do not pay actors more when they turn 18. That's not a thing. Actors are paid whatever they're paid. Like the Stranger Things kids, right? They were getting paid millions before they turned 18. And when they turned 18, they don't get extra money. Like, you're paid for your talent. And age is irrelevant. Acting is the one profession where age is irrelevant. You can have a 14-year-old who's paid $7 million, and you can have a 45-year-old with 20 years experience, or like a 45-year-old with 30 years experience who gets paid like $2,000. Like there's no thing, like there's no age bracket or whatever. What are we saying? Is the death actually a reason Dwight moved? Oh yeah. Is it kind of weird how all of a sudden he just injured? Sorry, it was being a while since I watched your video. It's kind of weird how all of a sudden he's just. Oh yeah, Dwight. Yeah. It's true. Yeah, they did the chase dirty. Yeah, if you want, watch my video on it. I think I go in detail with that. So they switched Mark with Eugene and redid the scene. Yeah, basically. They basically sort of... I think they redid that scene. And because I always found the Eugene Dwight rivalry to be kind of odd. Like, why does Eugene never rat out Dwight? He's got no reason to not rat out Dwight. Because Eugene is like a complete turncoat. And this is why I think like season 8 kind of does hurt Eugene quite a lot to me, because I know in the end he helps out, but like he betrays the group for 2 whole seasons. It's really annoying. It'd be an accident either way. The Carl turning 18 shit is still thrown around everywhere, and people just blindly accept it. Because it makes sense, right? It makes sense that when you turn 18, you're going to get paid more. Like, for any other job, that does make sense. Because that is the case for most other jobs, right? When you become an adult, you earn more money. So there's a reason behind it, but it's not the reason why they got rid of him. But also on top of that is they were actually filming. So the last episode with Carl, those last 2 episodes with Carl were filmed when Chandler Riggs was 18. If you match up the filming dates with his date of birth, he was 18 when they filmed that. So it wasn't even like they would have, if that even was true, that means they were paying him an adult salary. But also it's cheaper to pay an adult to a kid anyway, because there's loads of laws behind how long, even with a 17-year-old, how long they can act for. So there's all different like regulations, like you can only like film for so many hours, and you can't film so many hours in the day, and on top of that you have to have a tutor on set to educate the child whilst they're out of school, if they're out of school. So there's all these different like extra costs and extra regulations around child actors. Child actors are not great. Like nobody, like if you can avoid it, you don't want children on your set, because it does complicate things. There's all these laws and regulations. So him turning 18 is a fucking blessing to AMC. So I don't think it was that. I think, to be real honest with you, what I think probably happened is Fear the Walking Dead's ratings were shit. The showrunner was getting booted out. Scott Gimple had already planned his story out for season 8, and Morgan was going to die, and Morgan was going to give the speech to Rick to spare Negan. And because Morgan is the guy who saved Rick in the first place, he eventually feels compelled and spares Negan's life. Morgan dies of his bite. And Negan is placed in the cell that Morgan fucking made. Like, that was obviously the story they were going for in the beginning. I fully believe that. I've not got much evidence. I'm just basing it on the story, really, and what was obviously set up. So I believe Morgan was meant to die in season 8, but then the executives turned around to Gimple and said, no, you cannot kill Morgan off, because we want him to go to Fear the Walking Dead. I think the executives decided that Morgan's going to Fear the Walking Dead because he's a familiar character, but not important like Daryl and Carol, where it's going to like he's a great middle ground character, because he's not like Daryl and Carol or Rick, like where they're like too essential to the main show. Like Morgan is a character you could wrap up and send off to a spin-off like pretty easily, right? And he's recognizable. I mean, he's from the very first episode, so I think the executives decided that, and they told Gimple, you're not allowed to kill Morgan off. So Gimple's kind of in a rock and a hard place. What's he going to do? He's either accepts he's fired, or he just writes it. So he wrote it, but then because he'd already wrote the story with Rick, had already basically told Negan, it doesn't matter what happens, I'm going to kill you, nothing's going to stop that, da da da. Like, he's kind of written himself in a hole now, because he's like, oh fuck, what am I meant to do now? Because I got to have somebody die. And you can't, and listen, this is the long and nobody wants to hear this, but this is so true. Back when that show was airing, during that time, nobody liked Carl. Everybody fucking hated Carl. Everyone took the piss out of Carl, his stupid long hair, his whiny voice. Nobody liked Carl. And so who else can you kill that Rick is going to listen to as their dying breath? You can't kill Daryl, too popular. You can't kill Carol, too popular. You can't kill Michonne, too popular. You can't kill Rick because he's the main character. Okay? All roads led to Carl, unfortunately. The only character you could kill was Carl. So I think Gimple was fucked over by the executives when they said that you can't kill Morgan. And I think Gimple had already written himself into a hole where, and I think he decided to kill Carl because it was easier than like trying to like basically retcon, all that stuff with Negan. That's what I think happened. Yes, thank you. Everyone hated him until he died. People just started acting like they loved Carl. Yeah, it's so true. Carl was like the least, like I looked at polls taken like around season 7. Carl was low as fuck. You couldn't kill any other character. The only other character who could be that deaf, that person that would convince Rick to spare Negan in that final battle. The only other characters that maybe it could have worked for, other than Morgan or Carl, is Carol or Daryl. And they weren't killing those characters off, or maybe Michonne as well. Yeah, Michonne too. They weren't killing any of those 3 characters off. It was never happening because they're too popular. Sorry, we need to get back to this trailer.
The community is.
So here you have. So you have the hospital here,
Of this
and then Herschel
community
doing CPR.
is on
Herschel. Woman looks like she's dead.
the line.
Oh, she is dead. She's reanimated. So Herschel's a bit freaked out there. Going for Herschel. Okay. I don't think Morgan dying would have convinced Rick is the thing. It would have just proven Rick right in his own mind. And no, I don't think so. I think not in that moment, sure, but I think in his final moments, I think maybe he would fin back to Morgan, because I think it was probably always the plan that Rick takes things a bit too far, like killing those saviors in the dive bar, and I think maybe someone reminds. It could even be Carl. Maybe like Carl's like, Dad, what if Morgan was right? You know, maybe it is Carl. Like, is the final push, right? But I think those like Morgan's dying words were probably meant to be, or maybe even Morgan was meant to die much later. He wasn't meant to die that like in the mid-season finale. Maybe Gimple just changed it because it felt better or something, ratings-wise or whatever. So then we've got some sort of celebration going on here.
I've seen good.
I keep getting distracted by the goddamn chat. So we got lights.
I've seen
So there's some sort of celebration. And is that Luis?
good place.
Maggie? Oh, okay. So this is Luis here and Maggie dancing. So is the romance actually between them? Because they look pretty close here, guys. Why are we focusing so much on Negan?
Places.
Look, they look pretty close. They look pretty intimate. Pretty intimate there.
Good places. Far.
I've seen good places. So then we've got, yeah, look. Maggie. I think this is the hospital. This kind of looks like the hospital here. I don't really buy Chandler Riggs Carl making the same mistakes as Comic Carl. Just didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Yeah, there's some things they should have changed in season 7. Hi, D Marcel. I missed your message. Yeah, I think Maggie is getting a new partner, which is great. I saw people saying she shouldn't have anyone but Glenn. Fuck that. She needs to move on. I mean, guys, how many years has it been? How many years has it been? Herschel is what, like 16? It's been 16 years. I think she can fucking move on after 16 years. I think that's still, I think she's a loyal wife, okay? Listen, if I had a partner and like, if my fucking girlfriend died, right? I'm not waiting 16 years to move on. I'll be brutally honest with you. If my girlfriend dies, I'm not waiting 16 years to move on. I'm probably waiting like 2 years. Maybe tops 2 years. Alright, I'm moving on a bit quicker than 16 years. She can move on. So then we have this walk. So we have the light,
good places.
dancing with a boy toy, and then we have Walker's here behind some sort of cage, light shining. It's Maggie shining the light, and then she's getting bolt cutters. So she let them. We have a Walker here popping up to Negan, not a dead one. Put in the methane tank. Don't know who that is. Some sort of Walker. Maybe it's somebody he knows. Wait, no. Is that Pearly? Is that Pearly? Glenn eats away at us. New partner of step 1. Yeah, that's so true. That's actually really toxic that she hasn't. In a way. I mean, I guess she doesn't have to. She doesn't want to, but I feel like it'd probably be good. So then we have let's make our entrance. Let's make our entrance. So then we have all these characters we see, and the guy with the zombie thing, the crazy dude firing his gun. Is that Dillard?
Let's make our entrance.
Maybe it's not Dillard. It's not Dillard. But yeah. So these are these. Who are these guys meant to be then? Are these aren't Renata? What's her name? Renata? It's not her people, right? Are these a different group? But I swear, like some of these people were in the bar with her.
Make our entrance.
But we got like a little shark here. Some sort of cool, pretty nice looking house, isn't it? Ooh. I want Maggie and Dixon. I know I'm not going to get it, but that's what I want to see. Nah, I don't like Maggie and Daryl becoming a thing. It feels wrong. The Croat! We've got the Croat! The Croat! Yeah! Here's the Croat, baby! He's gonna die. He's in like 2 shots of this trailer, and I think one of them is. And then we can see here The Croat is being carried by Negan and Maggie and Herschel and Renata. And, yo, no, he's been shot. Croat has been shot. Croat has been shot. Bro's dead. They better not kill him off. I'm actually gonna cry if Croat dies. He's the best character in this entire series. Kill Walker. We. We. And then there's Negan and some people. This girl, we've seen this shot before, of on the zip line. Now did we survive? There's the Dama. Panicking. Looks like she's panicking. I think the Dama's getting killed off in episode 1. A bomb being set off at the methane tanks. Okay. Oh, can we maybe just determine who this is? Could that be the Croat? They look kind of like the Croat's hands. I don't know. They look kind of like the Croat's hands. I mean, just speculation. So bomb. So we got man here on zipline. Who was this man? Was it Herschel? I think that's Herschel. I think I just missed it. Yeah. That's a funny face. That is a funny face. That is a funny face. I'm going to send that in the old server. So he goes across the zip line. We've got somebody smashing through the old windows. Is that Maggie? I can't even. Oh, is that Herschel? Maybe that is just Herschel. Oh yeah, I think that is Herschel. Yeah. Maggie stabbing Walker. Is this a whisperer? Is that just me? Doesn't that look oddly like the eyes look too sunken there? Like it's a mask? Maybe I'm reading into that. I don't know. I don't think whisperers are going to be in here. But strike it. And then we have explosion going off with Herschel getting blown up. So he doesn't die from that there.
Who's left to stop us?
Plus. And then... Woo. Okay, cool. So that was the Season 3 trailer. That came out a couple of weeks ago. Oh no, last month. Ooh, missed that. So then we got a few more videos. So what came out next was this scene. I'm not going to really play this scene, but basically Negan comes out to this bar, right? And then he sees this guy. This is Dillard. So Negan hides.
She's still being away.
Hang on. She's still being weird.
What did you say?
What did you say?
What do you think about...
I don't think these fucking subtitles are accurate. This is annoying. Wait, what?
That's classic Diddy Cock.
That's classic Diddy Cock. Maybe these are accurate. What?
I hear you.
So he's chatting to the walkers. He's pretty crazy. So...
Hey there, amigo.
Hey there, amigo.
Quite the faster clock out there, am I right?
Quite the faster clock I got there, am I right? You want to pull up a stool?
Cock is being a wet blanket, so...
He's called Diddy Cock. Is that actually his name?
Fuck, marry, kill.
What's he saying?
Me and Cockenspiel's about to start...
Me and Cockish Peel is about to start a game of Fuck, Marry, Kill.
Diddy Cock is being...
Diddy Cock is being a wet blanket, so...
We could use a third.
What? Is this actually a name? Diddy Cock? Actually, are these subtitles correct? There's already tons of. Do you wish Daryl and Connie happened? I thought a kiss of this. Yes, Daryl and Connie should have happened. Like, I don't know why they didn't happen. Like, there was all that setup, and it was quite clearly romantic setup. Like, you can't say that was not romantic setup. That fucking was romantic setup. And then you just don't do anything with it. At least the Beth thing, which I will argue, there is romantic setup for Daryl and Beth too. As much as I think it's a bit icky, okay? And there definitely is romantic undertones with Daryl and Beth. That's undeniable. That is not a platonic, brotherly... Not platonic. It's very... Like, that scene with them in the funeral home is definitely romantic. There's no... Like, I can't see that as, like, platonic or brotherly or, like, you know, brother-sister. That's what I think that was meant to be. But it's okay because when he's reunited with her, she's killed. So there you go. So like that romance plot is essentially like, you know, it ends without anything happening, sure, but there you go. With the Connie stuff, Connie and Daryl, that was set up, but they both survive and they never get together, which I don't understand. So Negan joins Dillard in a game of Fuck, Marry, Kill with Stanky Brusky. Dillard.
Sure.
These are not right. These
Nails, you son of a bitch.
These subtitles are wrong. Maybe he's not called Diddy Cock. Maybe that is his name. I don't even know. It would be funny. Okay, so that's the Dillard scene. I don't want to go too in depth with that because it is just a scene from the episode. So, let's look at greetings from the set.
Jeffrey D. Morgan. I'm still Jeffrey D. Morgan.
So we got.
Hi, I'm Jeffrey D. Morgan.
I'm Jeffrey D. Morgan.
I'm still Jeffrey D. Morgan.
He's still Jeffrey D. Morgan, and I'm still Lauren Cohan, and we are welcoming you to our set.
So let's have a look. Fortune teller. So this looks like Dillard's bar here. Thank God they didn't do that. Well, the Beth or the Connie. He should care deeply about Annie. That's so true. I don't understand why they made Negan a deadbeat dad and a shitty husband. Like it's like at first it was kind of like made sense because he's on the run, but then like he has the chance for them to be in the city with him and like be protected, but he sends them away. But I guess the island's about to get invaded. But I don't know. It is a bit random that he doesn't want to be with them. It does feel like he's almost like avoiding them. That guy hates Dixon, and the climbers also say that he... What? What was that? What was that? You deleted that comment. Oh, Beth. Yeah, I don't know. I think... I'm actually like... I'm in like two minds with the Beth Daryl stuff. Because, especially after I did that still breakdown. Because I was kind of thinking about this, like... If she was maybe like 2 years older, I think it would be probably okay. I think it's because she's 17. Like if she was like 18 when they first met her, not that I'm saying like a 40-year-old 18 relationship is like that normally probably isn't very good. But then I was kind of like thinking like an 8 like so like power dynamics. Like, the reason why you say the age is icky is because of a power dynamic, right? So say, like, and I'm not saying Beth is a 60, like, I'm saying if Beth was, like, 18, 19, so in, like, season 4, let's say Beth was, like, 19, 20, right? Age 19, 20. And I'm thinking about this, which is, to be fair, I didn't even realise. So when I first watched The Walking Dead, I always saw it as kind of romantic. And I thought... But I always thought that Beth was like 20, like in her 20s. I didn't realise, I think when I very first watched The Walking Dead, that she was meant to be like 16, 17. So that's why I think it was more acceptable when I first kind of like watched the show. And so maybe my mind has been clouded by that. But if she was like 19, 20, sure, he's still like in his 40s. But the difference is he's like he's a dude who's been like, I think, I don't know, like, a power dynamic is only bad if it's, like, abused, right? So like every relationship has a power dynamic in it. Like if a partner has more money than the other partner, that's a power dynamic that can be abused, but doesn't have to be. So if Daryl, like, if Beth was like 19, 20 and Daryl is in his 40s, but he's also like developmentally like behind Beth. Like he's a dude who's been abused, he's never had a job, he's never really like lived, like, yeah, sure, he's like a hunter and stuff, but like I think the age itself is not necessarily a power dynamic. So I don't know. I think it could maybe work if she was a few years older. That guy doesn't like Dixon from the Claimants. Also says he likes Beth and he reacts violently to them. Yeah. I've heard people say 23 is the best. There's similar undertones between Beth and Carl in the beginning of season 3. Well, yeah, but the Beth and Carl, like that, I think that is probably more Ricky. Because, honestly, it has terrified me. I wish people had to agree over their head, so I didn't have to ask. Also give my position anyway. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I wish people had ages over their head, so they didn't have to ask. Yeah. Cash is king, so we've got Cash is king. Don't ask me, don't talk to me. So this is Dillard's bar here. Drugs. So this is the place that gets attacked by those dudes. So maybe it was Dillard's bar then that was getting attacked by those guys. Because look, there's the shark. Hot seat. Or hot set, sorry. I play the character of Luis.
I play the character of Luis on season 3 of Dead City. We're here at the hospital set that my character works at.
So he's a doctor. So maybe this isn't the same hospital. It looks a bit different. Yeah.
I play Renata.
Renata.
This is...
Did I say Renata? Renata.
Renata. This...
Renata. Okay. There you go. I learned how to say it.
Renata. This
Renata.
is my apartment.
So this is her apartment. Oh wow, they've literally just got like a fabric thing.
We do have apartments this season.
Oh wow, okay. So we have like an apartment block that people live in. That's actually not a bad idea. But 23 is my limit. I'll accept 21. Huh? I don't really know your age, so like, I mean, that could be like, that could be problematic, or that could be totally normal. I don't know. Without knowing your age, it's impossible to tell. Or are you talking about Beth? Like, oh, like Beth. Oh, I'm 36. Oh, I see. Fair enough. You're 36? Sometimes, like, people, like, in the comments, like, I don't know, not to be, like, insulting, but, like, you kind of, like, when I listen to people in the comments, you kind of gave me, like late 20s vibes. I don't know. So it's but I guess it's possible to tell from, like, reading text on the screen. I think I always just imagine everyone to be younger than me as well. Like everyone commenting must be younger than me. I find it odd when there's older people in my audience. You being older than me, if you're 36, that is.
Dillard.
So I play in Dillard.
In the new season of Dead City, season 3, and it's gonna be
in the new season of Dead City, season 3. Yeah. A few redundant words there, and it's gonna be
kind of insane because I sleep there.
He sleeps there. Okay.
A completely new year.
So this is it all in Dillard's bar. It looks like
A completely new relationship. Completely new year.
A completely new year.
A completely new relationship.
We bury some hatchets, and we're not going to tell you where they are.
Get ready.
Are they like fucking tickling our winkies? What are they doing?
We bury some hatchets.
Completely new year.
A completely new year. A completely new relationship.
We bury some hatchets.
We've buried some hatchets.
And we're not going to tell you where they are.
Get ready for season 3 of Dead City.
I think you're in for a real treat.
Okay, that was nice. That was a nice one. Possibly getting a little reveal there. Possibly a telling thing. Now, this is either like rage bait. This is rage bait.
New year, a
completely new relationship. Either this is fucking pure rage bait and they know exactly what they're doing, which is very possible, or this is actual. They're actually being serious. Wow. So it's gonna be insane because he sleeps on the couch. That's a good point. I didn't really think too much of that when he said that.
Of Dead City, season 3, and it's gonna be kind of insane because I sleep there.
That's a good point. That is a good point. That is pretty fucking stupid. Okay, last one.
3 of Dead City.
So we got some more here. So season 3 of Dead City, let's go. In my opinion, Negan would be over Annie. Possibly. Oh yeah, I completely forgot about Annie. Yeah, if Negan gets with Maggie, he's just abandoned his wife, his poor wife, and his poor son. So we got walkers around here. Negan, Jeffrey Dean, Maggie with her tongue out. Action. So not getting much from here, not getting much from this. This might be the hospital. Looks like maybe, yeah, probably the hospital. That looked like the hospital as well. So Negan, Maggie opening the door there. Burying the hatchet. Alright, lol. Bit of a euphemism there. So Negan is showing up at Maggie's apartment, because they have apartments now, remember? Hang on, let me turn off subtitles as well.
What can we expect this year?
What can we expect this year? So what do we see there? So we got...
What can we expect?
Negan there with like... What the hell was this? So this is kind of cool. So this walker's got like things inside of it. Little spiky walker. Negan looking for a pumpkin.
What can we expect this?
I don't know. What can we expect this year? This is Jeffrey D. Morgan saying it, not Negan.
Here, Lauren.
Well, Jeff, I'm glad you asked.
Oh, that was good.
So Maggie killing a walker there. We
good.
saw that scene. We saw that scene. We've kind of seen this. This is in Renata's apartment there with Luis there. Maggie and Negan in the back here. New vibe this year. New vibe this year, eh?
Completely new tone.
Completely new tone. Yeah, this is a fucking soft reboot. It's quite clear this is a soft reboot. Negan and the Dillard actor.
New relationship.
New relationships? Guys, they're spelling it out pretty clear.
New relationship.
New relationship. I don't know.
Hard of being angry.
It's hard to be angry.
Aren't you?
Aren't you? What? I'm tired. No, I think she said she's tired of being angry. Hang on.
Tired of being angry. Aren't you?
Bro, are they actually doing... Like, actually, they're seriously doing this.
It feels like a whole new page, I think.
Okay. Dude there. Negan stomping on a walker, I think.
And the directors gave us a lot of latitude this year.
Okay, that's how we some stuff seeing that.
And play we did.
If Maggie got with Negan, Herschel would disown Maggie. Maybe, or maybe not. Maybe Herschel would be down with it. New father figure? New father figure on that? New stepdad Negan. So Negan's going down some slimy slide there. Very funny. And follow. Oh shit. He's getting followed there. And Lauren Cohen is laughing. So Walker's going after him.
Nose down. Ouch! Jesus fuck. I'm really excited to be running season 3 of Dead City. I worked on seasons 4, 5, and 6.
Oh, here he is, the GOAT, Seth Hoffman. He's a great writer.
The mothership, and to get a chance.
So they're closing some gates there or something.
To come back.
People. Negan and Maggie looking like they're fighting side by side.
And explore this world again.
We got walkers heading towards this little barricade here that we've kind of seen before.
And it's a huge joy.
So where do
we got another little establishing shot. Don't think we've seen
we go from here?
So this is obviously the end of season 2.
So at the end of season 2, Maggie's in a pretty rough spot. She's very alone. She's very vulnerable.
I think you stabbed me.
Yeah, so Maggie stabbed Negan.
New beginning, because the almost killing you leads to a breakthrough and not needing to kill you anymore, and the beginning of a healing. Hopefully. Well, we'll see. I need to know that things can work out.
They can't, Maggie.
This season, Negan is flailing as usual.
He's in a very depressed, bereft spot at the beginning because he's lost Ginny.
He's at a place where he might not care if he lives or dies.
Okay, so Negan's very depressed because the surrogate daughter died. But he's not going to go to his old family, I guess. Okay, so he's in a tough spot.
We lost C. Herschel. He's decided to stay with the Dama.
Mom! This season, he realizes who the Dama was relatively quickly.
She's not going to hurt us anymore. I won't let her.
They're just fully admitting! Yeah, Seth Hoffman is literally saying here. Hang on.
Depressed, bereft spot at the beginning because he's lost Ginny.
He's at a place where he might not care if he lives or dies.
When we lost C. Herschel, he's decided to stay with the Dama.
Mom! This
Listen to what Seth Hoffman says.
season, he realizes who the Dama was relatively quickly.
When we lost C. Herschel, he's decided to stay with the Dama.
Mom! This season, he realizes who the Dama was relatively quickly.
She's not going to hurt.
He's just told us. He's just told us. That translates to, don't worry guys, we're killing the Dama off in episode 1. The Dama's dead. The Dama's dead in episode 1. I fucking guarantee. Go on Polymarket and fucking bet that right now. Put all your life savings. They've just admitted it. She's dead in episode 1 then. This shot is probably the only shot of her.
Anymore.
It's funny how they literally just reused this shot.
Was relatively quickly.
She's not going to hurt us anymore. I won't let her.
She's not going to hurt us anymore. I won't let her. Yeah, Max, so she's dying episode 1.
Hey.
What the fuck? They just... I don't know how I feel about, like... I partly kind of get it. I'm in, like, two minds about this soft reboot idea. I'll be real with you.
Here, amigo. You want to pull up a stool?
While it's super exciting to get a chance again to write for Maggie, Negan, and Herschel, it's always great when we can bring new characters in as well.
Where do we...
Yeah, you cheeky boy. That's what he's saying. He's bringing in new characters. He goes, I really like writing for Negan and Maggie, but I'm gonna kill off all those original characters and I'm gonna bring in my own cool ones. I don't know if I like this. I think there is something kind of like, I think if you take over as showrunner, you kind of have to take the show warts and all. Now, I'm okay with you killing the Dama episode 1. I think that's fair. But did they actually kill the Croat and they kill Pearly, like, in episode 1? That's going to rub me the wrong way, personally. I'm all for a little bit of, like, a tonal reboot, but, like, getting rid of the entire cast. I don't know how I feel about that. If it's just the Dama, then fair dues. I don't really care. I literally said that when I was saying how to make... I did a members video where I was talking about how to make Dead City great again. And I said, first thing you do is just kill the Dama off episode 1.
Start.
Drop your weapons!
She said drop your weapons! You got bullets in those guns?
We were incredibly lucky to get
So we have these guys.
Amy Garcia and Raul Castillo for the character of Renata and Luis.
Renata and
So they get, like, cleaned up pretty quickly, right? So they're here.
Raul Castillo for the character.
Oh.
We were incredible.
So they're, like, pretty, like, disheveled here.
New characters in as
So
well.
there must be a time skip. There must be a time skip. This must be the start of episode... This must be the start of season 2. Because this is where Ginny is getting buried. So the season must open with Ginny's burial, right? Then they get surrounded by these guys. Because, look, they're all, like... Luis has got a big beard. She's looking pretty scraggly. I think they rob them. Somehow Maggie and Negan... Oh, no, they get captured by these guys, I think, right? Where is it?
The Dama.
Mom! This season...
Yeah. They get captured by these guys. So there must be some sort of time skip because they don't look this scruffy. I don't know if that's going to be like a long time skip. We'll have to see.
For the character of Renata and Luis.
Renata and Luis are siblings. There is a very deep connection between the two. They are ride or die.
Amy Garcia is a dear friend. We've worked together in the past, so I knew that we would have like instant chemistry together.
I've been a huge fan of the Walking Dead universe, and I feel very grateful to be a part of it.
We've been having.
Okay. Jesus, ask Rick or Daryl if they had bullets in the guns, and those two asked Maggie and Negan the same thing. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's so much fun.
We got Jimmy Simpson as Dillard. He's Negan's new bar buddy.
How does Dillard fit into this community? I would say he kind of doesn't.
Stop.
Oh. So yeah, this guy talks to walkers. Obviously, they've not got their teeth.
Stop.
I don't know if that's Negan laughing or Jeffrey Dean Morgan laughing. Then we have this skyline here.
I don't think I've ever seen you smile. It suits you.
It's been,
Can we see that one again? I've actually not seen this before, so this is all my live raw reaction.
And you smile. I don't think I've ever seen you smile. It suits you.
It's been.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
11 years of these characters interacting, but kind of interacting on the same plane. And I think that this year, the characters definitely are ready to move on.
Good. This is why I low-key am kind of okay with this. Because I am so fucking bored with the same dynamic we've had, like he said, for 11 years. Let's do something new. Okay, we either kill Negan, Maggie has to kill Negan, or Maggie has to bang Negan. One of those things has to happen. Or she can just befriend him, I guess. But, I do need there to be, I don't want them to be so mopey to each other anymore.
They're sort of
So then we have, God, it's Maggie and Negan?
at a place where
Someone there riding on a bloody mail truck.
That this year, the characters definitely are ready to move on.
Mail truck, maybe. I would like to see you more flashback episodes. My most wanted flashback is Princess. They did great with early Negan, so I'm wondering if they could do with other characters. His flashback with Simon was less believable, though. He was certainly clearly older. Yeah.
they're sort of at a place.
So I don't know who that is. Might be Maggie and Negan.
Where this
So then we have Maggie and Herschel.
feels like their last.
Oh no, that's Maggie.
Feels like
Not Herschel. Pearly? Maggie and Pearly? Okay, we get another shot of Pearly. I'm feeling a little less anxious about Pearly now, but I still think he's got a good chance of not making it. Or I think another thing they could do is they just have Pearly, exit the show for a bit and, just not be a big character.
their last chance to
So then Dillard and Negan there.
create something permanent.
If we don't have something to build toward.
Doesn't it just feel like they're just repeating Tommaso and Amaya though? Isn't this just Tommaso and Amaya?
Their last chance
I know they're brother and sister.
to create something permanent.
If we
But they
don't
kind of feel like the same scrappy characters, right? I don't know.
have something to build toward.
So then Maggie, so them walking, so them with the little
Feels
satellite
like their last
listening.
chance to
Dillard and Negan looking through the
create
window.
something
That might be when the attack happens with those guys when they attack his bar.
permanent.
If we don't
These guys walking in the street.
have
Look, this is definitely she looks, well kempt now. He looks well kempt now. This must be a couple weeks at least later, if not maybe even a proper couple months skip. So I think they show up where they saw those boats, right? I imagine they show up on those boats, and that's when we see all the people washing ashore. Maybe that's what's happened. Yeah.
something to build
Then some sort of debris. Some building that's collapsed and Maggie hands him
toward.
Oh, maybe this is actually the explosion that happened, right? Because Herschel got blown up. Maybe.
I don't have a reason.
Oh, fuck. Okay, whoa. Whoa. Jesus. Oh, is this... this might be the bomb. The methane bomb. Is this the cathedral? This looks like it's the cathedral that's been blown up. Right? Maybe that was the bomb for the methane.
To live.
Because we saw those hands putting the little bomb. So maybe that's what happens.
And I think Negan thinks that he's okay, but we all...
Negan being depressed dad. I low-key kind of like this fit. He's got some good drip there. The little hat he's got there.
know that a life without purpose dwindles.
Bro.
Pretty fast.
I like this. Let's just see depressed Negan.
Well, she knows.
We know.
So we've got the Statue of Liberty coming, the lights coming on again. Short hair Maggie was fine. Maggie should tie her hair back, makes sense to the apocalypse. Yeah. So those two looking at the Statue of Liberty getting turned on. We're definitely going to possibly get a... We might get getting a community. Because remember we talked about how there's like people living in the statue. I did a video how there might be a community. Because in the opening credits you can see like little curtains in the head, in the crown. So maybe there is a community living in the statue.
The season's going to be incredible.
This season's going to be incredible. So we got something smashing into a window next to a shoe repair. That was those guys releasing some walkers.
Every episode is something new and it's something different.
Okay, so Herschel. Is that Herschel?
We have
I don't know.
maggots.
Oh, maggots.
Karaoke.
We have maggots.
We have maggots.
That's grim. I hate maggots.
It's karaoke.
Karaoke. So Renata and Dillard there.
The turkey.
What the fuck? This is wacky. This is wacky. Turkeys.
This
is fucking wacky. What?
Turkeys.
Scale the stakes.
What do you say?
We have maggots, karaoke, turkeys.
The scale the stakes.
Oh, the scale the stakes. So this is the building that collapses. Right? Oh, okay, so it wasn't the cathedral. It was like the apartment. This is like the apartment where everyone lives, maybe. They better take the turkey and cook it. The dude who has the bar looks like the boy out of the Terminator movie where the Terminator had to save him from the C-100. What's the deal with the turkey? I don't know. So maybe that, where we saw the debris before, maybe that's from here. Well, it makes sense.
Cool set.
Fun.
I think this is the apartment block, though. This looks like an apartment block. So maybe this is where everyone lives. Maybe that gets blown up.
Cool set.
Fun. Cool sets.
Drunk Negan. Drunk Maggie.
There's a bonding.
Okay.
Fun. Cool sets.
Drunk Negan. Drunk Maggie.
There's.
Hang on a minute.
Karaoke. Turkeys.
Cool set.
This is the thing that everyone's getting up in arms over, right?
Fun. Cool sets.
Drunk
Negan. So she's like, I think this is like some game. Because look, she's touching his face, but I think this is like a game, like a blind game or something. Like you've got to like close your eyes or, you know, like some sort of drinking game where you got to close your eyes. That's what this looks like. And she's like reaching out and she's like touching his face. She's like, oh fuck, sorry, I touched your face. And she's laughing. And if you listen to Lauren Cohen, she's saying, drunk Maggie, drunk Negan. So they're obviously pissed. They're drunk as a fucking skunk. This is during the karaoke thing that's happening. They're playing some stupid game. Probably with other people. But it's probably not just them.
And drunk.
Oh no, there's other people in the background.
Maggie.
But it's obviously some sort of fucking game that they're playing. It's a drinking game they're playing. How is this the thing that people got crazy about, but not the thing that we saw before, where like it was literally like Lauren Cohen and Negan saying that. I think there's a better chance. No, I think this is a complete misdirect. Maggie's getting with this guy. I genuinely think this is all a fucking misdirect. They are deliberately trolling us. We saw the shot before. Maggie's getting with this guy. When they're talking about new relationships, she was dancing with this guy. She's getting with this guy. But the dynamic between her and Negan is going to be like less hostile and more like friendly. That's all it's going to be. This is the guy that Maggie's getting with. I'm telling you right now. She's getting with Luis. She's getting with Luis. And he's the guy training Herschel. He's going to be like Herschel's stepdad. She's getting with Luis. She is not getting with Negan. This is just them drunk playing a game. People are fucking, honestly.
Drunk Maggie.
I figured it out. This is what's happening.
Cool sets.
Fun, cool sets.
Drunk Negan. Drunk Maggie.
That's not relationship. That's a fucking. They're in a game. They will cook the turkey on Thanksgiving, probably. Yeah, so I'm telling you now, Maggie is getting with Luis. She's not getting with Negan. Maggie and Luis are going to be a couple. Negan is she's just going to be chill with Negan, that's all. When they're saying new relationships, and because Jeffrey D. Morgan goes, new relationships, and he points to her, he's been told the marketing strategy. We're going to make it kind of seem like Negan and Maggie are a thing, actually. That's what's obviously happened. Yeah.
Bonding of men.
So those two.
Favorite season.
Me too.
My favorite season.
Me too.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Boom.
End of interview. Good night.
Okay, yeah. I've already decided then. That's what's happening. Maggie's getting with Luis. She's just gonna have like a chill relationship with Negan. What's the game at? Is it still 1-1? Oh no. What's going on? What's going on with the game? Is it still going? Okay, whatever. Then we've got an article here. It says, what the hell happened between Negan and Maggie in The Walking Dead after I stopped looking? I like when we watched the one when we first started. Okay. AMC posted a behind-the-scenes video look at the show's upcoming episodes, and they use the clips to appear taken from throughout the season. Most of them don't draw that much attention. There's walkers, violence, and sad, roughed-up people sharing, staring solemnly at each other across a dilapidated room. You know, normal Walking Dead stuff. However, at the 3:45 mark, we see Negan and Maggie drunk and getting a little touchy-feely. We see Maggie specifically touching Negan's face in a way that she seems like they're just having a silly little time in a drunken stupor. But these type of interactions are what often lead to something a bit more intimate. This is where the whole parachuting back into the Walking Dead thing gets weird, right? Obviously, it's been a whole decade since Glenn died, and even if I hadn't been watching, the show has done a lot to show how both Negan and Maggie have done work to move forward and be allies, navigating all complex emotions. But the insinuation of a possible romantic or simply sexual relationship between the two a bridge too far. Does it go beyond believability and feel like an absurd fanfiction making its way into the canon? That's what the Walking Dead fans, both current and lapsed, are struggling with, as Dead City is at least knowingly teasing that possibility. Drunk Negan, drunk Maggie, she's touching his face, yeah, we're cooked, fuck. Here's an explanation video.
Never love anyone like that again. I remember this now. Forgive me. No way.
Do I think they'll hook up? No, I don't think they'll hook up. You look at the building that was blown out really close, you can tell it's part of the round window from the church. Maybe then, yeah. I don't think they're going to hook up. Reminder that the writers ruined their friendship because Rick wouldn't kill Negan, but now Maggie's playing with his face in a fucking bar. Drunk Negan, drunk Maggie. She touches his face overhooked. I keep imagining the reaction of someone who stopped watching the series after Glenn's death and then stumbled upon this. I'm not Walker-brained enough to go back and watch all the seasons. I missed to see... This guy hasn't even fucking... Isn't it crazy this guy's written an article about a show he hasn't even fucking bothered to watch? Like, no, fuck this guy. Who wrote this article? Who are you, Kenneth Shepard? Who are you? Go back to writing about fucking Pokemon or whatever it is you write for. I saw that and I thought it was Pokemon. It's not. It's tech. It's Marvel Tokon. Tokon? Is that how you say it? I don't think I say it. Go back to writing about Elder Scrolls. Yeah, and Avatar, The Last Airbender. And then there's this thing as well from Undead Walking. I don't know how reliable Undead Walking is. Apparently, featuring the return of major characters. And the film final season is just around the corner, and we'll see Negan and Maggie. Okay, whatever. Will feature characters who have... So, during an interview in the Radio Times... Okay, so there we go. Showrunner Seth Hoffman revealed that an alternative reality episode that is set to be part of the third season will open the doors for the return of iconic characters who haven't been seen in years. I hope I can look at the from a fan's perspective. I thought one thing that fans would want to see see in the spin-off is characters that maybe we haven't seen for a long time. If you were to do an alternative reality episode where the apocalypse never happened, you could invite some characters that haven't been a part of the franchise in a long time. A popular fan theory is that The Walking Dead Dead City Season 3 will feature the return of Beth Green. That's, like, let's be real, that's happening. Who died in the 5th season. After all the zombie apocalypse, okay. Another possibility is Lucille Smith. Yes, I can see that happening. The alternative reality episode served me. Okay. Who else could it be? I mean, obviously Beth's going to come back, and obviously probably Lucille's going to come back. Maybe Annie, but can you really say that Annie is a major character? A major returning character? I wouldn't say so. I mean, the only other character it could be is Glenn, and Steven Yeun has said he's done with The Walking Dead. However, maybe if they paid him enough, I feel like he would do it. I feel like he'd do it if they paid him enough. Technically, Steven Yeun's last Walking Dead related media was Robot Chicken. Like, that was the last Walking Dead related thing he did, was the Robot Chicken special. I don't know, maybe if you pay him enough, Glenn would do it. Steven Yeun would do it. I mean, who else could they really bring back? Like, who else would work for Maggie? Maybe Enid? I don't know, maybe Jesus? She never really, like... We never really got to see, like, Maggie's reaction to Jesus and Enid's death, which is a bit annoying, considering those are like the two people she was closest to, other than, like... Well, actually, no. Maybe other than Daryl, sure. Alright. Anyway, it's midnight for me, so I need to sleep. That is the end of the stream. I hope you've enjoyed. We've broken down the trailer. It's been a good romp. It's been real fun. But I need to sleep now. So, thank you for watching. Bye-bye. Thank you for all the super chats. Wait, nobody sent a super chat. Very mean of you. See you later. No, I'm joking. It's been fun.